Hello class, this week you'll be doing your first journal, and so I wanted to take a few minutes to go over what the journal is going to be about and MLA format in a Word document. Okay. Here we are on Module 2, Journal 1. Click on it. All right, here we go. The journal must be one full page, that's 23 lines, and follow MLA format. Here's your journal question. Think about one ritual or rituals in which you participate, such as those involving holidays, meals, religious observation, family vacation, or sporting events. How has your ritual evolved? Do you know why you and your family practice these rituals, or why you continue to practice it besides it being a tradition? How does your knowledge of where, when, why you practice your one ritual reflect the meaning in Shirley Jackson's narrative, The Lottery? Okay, so do you have a ritual? And here's an example. We practice baptism in my household. I have a son and I baptize him. It coincides with my religion. Why I practice it? Because I was taught by it by my parents. And if I was writing this journal, I'd go into how long, who in my family has done it, what the religion actually says about the practice. And then you were supposed to read Shirley Jackson's narrative, The Lottery, which has a very interesting meaning and concept about rituals and whether we should or should not follow it. I'm not going to say too much because you do need to read the story, but the whole concept of the story is really looking at the value of rituals. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to do is talk about formatting your journal. So I'm going to open up a Word document. Here I opened up a Word document. And there's some things you need to set up in order for it to be MLA format. The first thing you're going to do is that you need to change the font to Times New Roman. You need to make sure that the font size is 12. If you have, you're going to go to paragraphs. You're going to make sure that everything is set to 0, left 0, right 0, before 0, and then make sure after is 0. And then you're going to make sure that your spacing is double space. You're going to click OK to save that. The next thing you're going to do is go to Insert, go to Head and Footer, Top of Page, and you're going to select plain number 3. You're going to place your last name and then your page number and close header and footer. Okay, you're going to set up the heading. You're going to put your first and last name. The instructor name. The course you are in. And then the date the assignment is due. If we move to the side, the assignment is due February 28th. Okay. In MLA format, you do need a title. Please do not put Journal 1 or Homework 1. Think about what you're going to be writing about and create a journal. Create a title, I mean. Okay, there I have my title. I'm going to push enter. Make sure you go back to left and then tab. Remember, you always indent when you're going to start a new paragraph, so be sure to indent. And now my paper is in MLA format, and I'm ready to type what I want to discuss in my journal. Make sure that you do have this all set up before you do get to writing, because if you do it the other way around, if you do the writing and then set up your paper, for some strange reason, Microsoft Word doesn't format it correctly if you do it the other way around. I don't know why, but it doesn't do it quite right. Now, for students who have an Apple computer and are using Pages, you do need to convert it into a Word document. The Canvas system does not read Pages, so please keep that in mind. Remember, all our computers at Santa Ana College have computers with Microsoft Word on them. Okay, that was just a brief guide on how to do MLA format on your paper. Have a nice day.